Trap News Network. We back in the same. Like cracking the same, man. Like, comment, subscribe for more. This is good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use. Not legit though. You can't get nobody's legit though, big dog. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe for all this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use. Not legit though. You can't get nobody's legit though. Get into that. You ain't got into that. Make sure you drop a comment, man. Make sure you also get into Free the Trappers over there on Crenshaw King, man. Free the Trappers, Free the Trappers, Free the Trappers. Crenshaw King, get into Free the Trappers, man. Get you a rich trapper, trap lottie, trap pack from Free the Trappers over on Crenshaw King. Y'all know the deal, man. Make sure y'all get into that. And hit the subscribe button, become part of the Rich Trapper Mafia. Hit that notification bell at the top. It all say tap in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. And make sure you follow me on Instagram, TRAPNEWSNETWORX, Trap News Network. Get into that if you ain't got into that. Drop a comment, man. The best comment between now and 20,000 subscribers will get a $150 cash Appington from your boy. And drop another comment because the best comment between now and 50,000 subscribers will get a $500 cash Appington from T-Real and a $500 cash Appington from me. And, you know, that's how that go. For me and T-Real and all that good stuff. You know, whop on that, doing my things out now on all streaming platforms. Make sure y'all get into that if you ain't got into that. And do y'all, man, we back in this thing, like cook cracking this thing, man. We about to slide over to Oakland, but before I say anything about this video, I want to give a huge love and respect to Dagod, the young woman who lost her life at her beauty supply opening. However, I also want to send the same condolences and respect to her boyfriend, who she 187'd, possibly leading to her getting herself unalived as well. So I want to say love and condolences to all parties involved. This is not a joking situation. It's not a funny situation. It's not to make fun of nobody. It's not to poke fun at nobody. God bless everybody involved, every mama, every brother, every sister, cousin, auntie, uncle, everybody who has been affected by these situations. TNN Trap News Network does not condone any types of violence or any types of flammery, skullduggery, larceny, or tomfoolery. This is just me reporting the news. I want to make sure that that's clear because a lot of people have been affected by the situation within the Oakland, California area. I believe that's where they're from, is Oakland, California. And I want to make sure that we always showing love and showing respect. We not tap dancing on nobody's feelings. So we finna jump into this content without no further ado. TNN Trap News Network reports the life of Dagod shooting video release. Let's get into it.
Have came out, and I must say I have so many questions, but before I get into it, for the people that don't know who Dagod is, I'm gonna put a video right here. Make sure y'all go.
I actually met her in Atlanta. She was doing Dirty Glove Bastards, and she was very adamant and braggadocious about unaliving her ex, and even came through with Backwoods with, you know, featuring him. I'm smoking on my ex. So I can imagine that a lot of the things she did that antagonized these people, that antagonized his friends, that antagonized his family, might have come back to haunt her later on.
Check it out, man. I gave y'all the rundown of who Dagod was. She was an Oakland female rapper who went viral for allegedly shooting.
And again, that is her making fun of the baby daddy who she allegedly, well, not allegedly, she did it, that she got rid of, you feel me?
And killing her ex-boyfriend.
Not baby daddy, ex-boyfriend.
And she didn't stop there. You would think she'd be sad. You would think that she would have remorse and grieve. Nah, she was the opposite. She went on a whole tour of dissing her ex-boyfriend that was deceased, that she allegedly killed. She dedicated a whole album to his death, trolled him and made fun of him. Put a picture of...
Yeah, now that's extremely disrespectful. That's just not cool. It's just... Yeah.
Of her and him on the album cover, took his head off and added a blunt and say she was smoking on her ex. She also did interviews where she laughed at his death and said he shouldn't have died.
Here lies my ex. Listen, you should have never died.
That is actually the no jumper, the Dirty Glove Bastards off the porch interview where I actually met her as she was doing that interview. And again, she was very braggadocious and very, again, adamant at making fun of this young man. And you play with the dead, sometimes they come to see you.
You should have never played with me, because then I gotta take it to the 3rd degree. You know, like
what she said that she had.
Just taking her win and being quiet about it and being humble. She again is being very braggadocious, very outspoken, jovial about this entire situation. If we're being 100% honest,
and etc. She even brought a tombstone to represent his death. She was very disrespectful. I have been getting messages from close people to her ex-boyfriend family. And they saying they ready to come out and tell what really happened. Because they saying Dagod wasn't the one that killed her ex-boyfriend. They saying that she took the rap for it and knew she was gonna get off because she wasn't the one that did it. Now, I don't know how true this is.
So not only, I'm not saying it's true, I'm not saying it's false, but God forbid, you are taking accountability for a body you did not catch with people who have active activities, as you can clearly see by this young lady not continuously being here to be amongst the living. This is a very unfortunate situation on all ends, but one must wonder and consider the fact that did she get exactly what she was asking for by continuously mocking the dead?
Message that I received. But they saying she took the rap for it and she used his murder to elevate her career, to promote her career. Now I must say, taunting and trolling her deceased ex-boyfriend, I'm pretty sure it made a lot of people mad. Now let's get to this video. This video, it shows a group of people outside of this meet and greet. And it's some guys with ski masks on and black hoodies and jackets. Now at first I thought they were the shooter because they was acting very strange. One of them even made eye contact to the other one, and it's like he gave him an okay signal, like let's go. And then you see her talking to them, so she knew them. So I'm like, okay, like wait, they can't be the shooters. And then I went back and listened to the witness that told what happened on the news, and he said it was one shooter. And then I went back and watched
the person on the news said it was one shooter, came up, did the do, and got up out of there quiet. No real communication with nobody, no real back and forth with nobody. Came through, control alt deleted, and then he escaped.
Video, and you see this guy with the white hoodie aggressively pass the guys that's in black with the ski mask on, and he bumped into one of them. And when he walked inside that store, that's when the shooting happened. The shooter is the one that had on the white hoodie. But my thing is, these guys that's dressed in all black with ski masks on, what was they there for? Why did they have ski masks on? Why did they look like...
That's the fashion. So we can't say that the kids had on ski masks because they were up to something. That's actually how these little ninjas walk around just because. I'm not saying it's the smartest thing, but they do just walk around with ski masks on just for the sake of. But it does look very suspect in a situation like this, and it gives people... Pay attention to this, young kids. Whether they had something to do with it, whether they didn't have anything to do with it, the fact that they look ultra suspicious now points a finger at them based upon the way they're dressed. So how you dress is how you will be addressed, meaning that these kids are walking around with ski masks on and hoodies and all that, looking like criminals. Unfortunately, that does leave them room to be treated like criminals in a situation like this. Whether or not they had anything to do with it is irrelevant. It's just the fact of if you put yourself in a situation to look like you're one of those ninjas, you may have the problems of those ninjas.
They was her shooters or her security. Was it just the look? Because if they weren't scrapped, if they weren't there to protect her, y'all could get y'all overly tough ass on somewhere. Because you're scaring my people. You can even tell by the person who was recording this video. They kept their eyes on them three guys. Now this could go either way. And I'm not saying that these guys had anything to do with it. But these guys look very suspicious. And why would the person video recording the event, why would they keep the camera on these guys?
Because that's the kind of place, that's the kind of age that we live in. I think that could just be a coincidence.
Guys, why? They felt something. But she was talking to them also. So she knew them. She knew them. My question is, what they was there for? Was they just her friends? Was they her muscle? Security? What? Because when this shooter walked past them, they didn't do anything. Only thing they did was when the shooting started, they ran inside the building where she was.
What if they were just innocent bystanders who just happened to be there and they didn't know what else to do but run? Like, what were they supposed to do? Were they supposed to dive in front of a bullet? Were they supposed to fight the gunman? Like, what were they supposed to be Batman and then break his arm? Like, what's supposed to happen next?
And they couldn't have tried to protect her. They couldn't have tried to shoot the shooter or stop the shooter, because the shooter would have shot them too. Now, one person was shot other than her, but they never came out and said who. But my thing is, if you the muscle, you the security, once this overly tough ass dude walked past you and bumped into you with a hoodie on, hey bro, what's up? What's up? We would have stopped him immediately. But that wasn't the case.
You guys remember too, like, I think that this girl might be like 24, between 23 and 25 years old. Like, they're not the most streetwise. They're just getting wet. They just jumping off the porch. Like, this young lady was opening up her business, starting new ventures in her life. I'm sure this is the last thing that she was expecting. Obviously, she would have prepared better.
But mind you, it's something that caught my eye. He kind of signaled the other guy that was standing next to him, and he fixed his mask. And when he fixed his mask, that's when the shooter came through. So was these three guys there?
The camera's also on the baby. Are we saying the baby has something to do with it? Like, come on, that's a bit of a reach.
Masked up?
Now, was she playing with the universe? Definitely. Can we blame these three guys? Probably not.
Didn't want their identity shown? They know her. For sure.
And she looks like she's greeting them pretty friendly. Not to say they couldn't have backdoored her, but not to say they did backdoor her.
But was these three guys the one that backdoored her? That gave the killer the okay to come and do what he did? Y'all get in the comments and tell me what you think about this situation, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications. It's free. Up to the YouTube channel. One more alert. Behind the scenes.
All right, man. So that's that, man. We're gonna get about it to the next one. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. And again, man, rest in peace to the young man who lost his life and to this young lady. We gotta just chill and do better, y'all. That's all I gotta say. Red dot to the left. Free Avenue Agent. So he's free though. We got.